Hello guys. I'm gonna skip a few live streams of Chantal where basically she said nothing interesting and she was feeding into some drama with other channels that I'm not gonna talk about because I don't want to give them any more importance than they have, which is zero. I will report them though. I don't understand how YouTube is keeping certain channels up where they make threats, and I don't want to talk about it. So I will be, ignoring that. And I'm gonna focus on Chantal herself, her story with Nader, and that's what I'm gonna focus on because is already enough, and that kind of content I don't approve of. So yeah, I'm not into the drama with reaction channels. So yeah, that's why I keep myself in a little corner, and I don't mess with anybody. I just do my videos on Chantal, on Nader, and Pete's, and I'm okay. So if you want to see any content of that, might as well go to Just Saying channel where she re-uploads stuff, or any other channel that you like, because I am not gonna focus on that. So that being said, let's watch the video.
I look sad. I want to go downstairs. I always do this to myself. Now I feel like just isolating. I don't know, man. I'm just like mentally exhausted. Like super mentally exhausted. I know, but I feel like until I address my mental health problems, I'm not gonna be able to like function with myself, function with anyone else. I did some thinking about why I feel like I'm on the verge of a mental breakdown. I don't know if I'm gonna laugh at inappropriate times. Maybe. I'm just warning you. People, I need them to understand that I'm acting this way because I don't know how I feel. I don't know why I'm overwhelmed all the time. No, that's a lie. I feel like I do. I'm in a tricky spot right now because, like I explained this morning, like, I've been through some shit. Whether I should have shared that shit with you without talking to him first about it, I'm not sure. Because I feel like when it comes to, like, your stories, your life, you have a right to, like, talk about it. But if it does affect someone else, that's where I'm trying to be more considerate. Like, I told you guys some pretty private things, but I also left you in the dark about a lot, and so I feel like people are, like, especially my haters, like, trying to, like, downplay what happened to me, and I just, it's not a jealousy or a bitterness that he's doing well, it's just that, love, thanks for this, I downplayed what happened to me. Yes, because if you're gonna be with somebody, that's what you have to do. Not downplay it, but forgive and move on. But I'm not sure, like, if I've even allowed myself to fully process the past few months. I feel like I have to be selfish right now for my own health, or else I'm useless to anybody. And this is what keeps happening over and over. Like, my body is reacting out of anxiety and everything, just like pushing him away and just wanting to be alone all the time. Like, I just feel like it's, do you know what I mean? He made me eat healthy food. No, that has nothing to do with it. But in a way, it's not really funny. People, like, it is, but it's not, because, yeah, I still have problems with food. And, yes, I have a therapist. I have my first session, when's the 28th? Tomorrow? So my truth is, basically, Just to clarify, yes, things happened in the past. But I fell in love with him and wanted to make it work. I feel like I've been trying to just ignore everything that's happened. And I feel like I'm just not processing it. And it's affecting how I feel. And I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't feel right about some things. And I just feel big love. Welcome to Very Important Features, Big Love, Ready, Set, Peace. Linda Fulcher, you're burning the candle at both ends. Oh, that's interesting. I never heard that before. I'm trying to I just did this on the impulsive whim. I didn't think it through. I didn't write notes or make a truth story. It's not that kind of thing. It's just trying to explain my crazy behavior to everybody, even even to Nader. I'm sure he's not fully understanding because I don't feel like I can talk to him sometimes about directly. I don't know. It's not just him. It's anybody. I feel like I can't talk to. The bad things that happen, I feel were because of our situation at the time. I feel I'm trying to oh my god, I don't know what to say except I feel never mind. Can we do this another time? It's hard to talk about things, about my feelings, because I know he's watching it. But it's not just, it's can I mentally handle everything I'm going through? That's what my problem is. Lily Chan, that's the thing. I'm supposedly in a good place and come on here and play house, but inside I just feel overwhelmed by everything. Exactly. I'm not in a good place, and I just I just pretend to be I don't feel like I'm with somebody who fully understands my state of health, and I'm just mentally and physically so exhausted. That's the thing. We didn't technically we didn't break up or anything. I'm just trying to explain how I'm feeling. That's the thing. He's so regular in a lot of ways, and I'm not. Yeah, I don't know how I feel really, Jen. I don't know how I feel inside. That's why I'm so frustrating to everybody, because I go through these cycles of feelings we'll have a great 2 days, and then I'll just get overwhelmed and just want to be alone. And that's when I feel like binge eating, actually. How you feel. They're wondering what is the truth about what you said happened. Everything I said happened is true. I never said that, I just said I was trying to move on from it, and I don't want to talk about it. Because when you're trying to make something work in a relationship, you don't talk about it. It's disrespectful to your partner, right? But I can be abusive too. I didn't start out that way, but I feel I don't know. A snack for free. Yeah, no, I mean, I've definitely, all of anything you guys know about me, a lot of it's from my own mouth, for sure. I should be telling this to him, not you guys, yeah. I know. Give me a little while. I don't know, I thought I was I don't know if I'm getting my point. Okay, what do you gather from what I said, so I don't have to repeat myself? What happened, basically, is in the past, so I was trying to move on. I'm sick of getting comments from people accusing me of lying and downplaying my truth and what I've been through, and I feel that's what I did, and I feel I don't. Oh my god. This relationship, or relationships in general, do you guys remember before I went on Plenty of Fish to even look for sex? I was people were this is a bad idea. Chan, stop overthinking everything. It's okay. Thank you, Chan. I'm I have to work on myself so we can Euro bees. I had all these plans, and I was and then I was just this happened. I didn't plan it, Don't whitewash and then get jealous when it worked. That's kind of how I feel. That's a bit how I feel. I know that's fucked up, but that's how I feel. I just always feel on the verge of crying. I don't feel I've processed my grandma passing. I don't even think about her. I don't want to. It makes me too sad, And then this is just relationships are so fucking emotionally demanding. Especially if fighting every other day or whatever, And not just that, but even just being happy with somebody's emotionally draining. Worrying about someone else's happiness and ignoring your own is what I feel I've kind of been doing. And I feel stressed out because our lives just don't mesh. I haven't told him that because I told my family, whenever our bad stuff was happening, I told my family about it. And Pete. And how am I supposed to be with somebody who, you know what I mean? Your family knows that stuff. Regardless, I do think, yes, he has a right to come on here and show people a different side of him. He didn't choose to be on the internet. And, you know, like, I hope he's successful. For sure. And I'm gonna be honest about Pete right now. I'm gonna be honest about him and Shannon, okay? I'm gonna just be honest about how I'm feeling. That's just like, you know. With Pete, I feel like he stresses me out too. And yes, I've talked to him, but I feel like I feel responsible for his happiness even more. Like, I feel like he's less capable of taking care of himself. Hi, Samby. And I know he needs a friend. And I feel basically I'm having to be emotionally supportive and financially supportive to a lot of people in my life right now, and it's just very, very, very hard. And it's overwhelming. And I think it comes out in panic attacks and wanting to medicate with edibles. I think that's what it is. Like, oh. I didn't force Pete to move in with me, Lily Chan. That's such a lie. He wanted to live with me. And he'd give up what? Give up his whole life. What was that? What it is now? No offense. He'll even say that. I didn't make him give up. You're making it sound like he was living in friggin' Fort Lauderdale or something and had a wife and kids and was working a huge executive job and, oh man, I just begged him to move in with me and he gave up his whole life. Come on. Our life was pretty much the same as it is now. There wasn't much of a sacrifice on either side. Well, it's true. I'm not trying to be rude. And yeah, he cares for me. I care for him. But I think it's not, our dynamic here either is not healthy. Because we enable each other to be bad. You know? Nader is really good for me in that way. Everybody has good and everybody has bad. That's the thing. He's a healthy person. He cooks, he cleans, he wants me to be better.
Hi, Mom. I'm hungry. Can you make me something?
Make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me
What do you mean you're not gonna cook, Mama?
bring a bucket and a mop.
Oh my God, did you take your medication this morning?
No.
No! Oh my God, that's why you're going crazy! Take your medication right now!
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning.
You know what? Do whatever you want. I'm gonna go in my room, play video games.
Whenever I'm like alone, I know this sounds mean, but when I dropped him off, I was like, I just need to be alone with nobody talking, like, except me. On your pen, Pete does not deserve the way you talk about him, and I think you only do it because he's not good at standing up for himself. No, he's been actually pretty good at standing up for himself lately. But, yeah, he is a pushover kind of person, he'll admit that. Anything I tell you, I know. I've known him for so many years, he doesn't have a problem with me telling you. I'm not mean to him. I do really love him as a person, and I do take good care of him in a lot of ways. Yeah, I feel like I do want to not talk about some things because he'll be mad, but I feel mad that, like, he would be mad about that. Like, I should be more concerned about, like, being sorry about what happened and not just about your image. That's how I feel, you know? Because now I'm gonna, like, but that's the thing, I get depressed because I do love him. And he's probably watching this, like, why the fuck are you, like, I'm so fucked up. I'm too fucked up for anybody. We're serving a purpose to each other, it's not love. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Mandy, deep down, you must think your issues make this treatment okay. You're target people's low self-esteem to enforce that, i.e. no man will accept you. Thanks, Mandy. No, I'm not addressing Shannon's video. I didn't even watch it. Transparently Ellie, but I will say, or Eli, I think she's pathetic. I don't know, people were saying she was saying stuff I said in, like, high school or something. All bullshit fucking lies. One, she's a bullshit liar. So, two, I know EP. Two, I don't want to hear shit from anything I've done fucking 15 to 20 years ago, okay? Oh, I'm not Dodo. Three, she's pathetic for, well, I didn't plan on, she was ignoring my messages in her chat. Maybe that's because I didn't want to fucking talk about it in public. So your solution to me ignoring your questions instead of logically thinking, Chantel messaged me and said not to tell anybody all this shit that she told me. So she outs everything. Real nice. And number three, she's a liar because, yes, she did do coke with me at the graduation. Absolutely, 100%. Don't fucking lie about it. What I told her and what her screenshots, yeah, it did happen. There you go. Everything I told her happened. Do I hate her? No, because I've loved her too long. But blaming me for not being in your life, where the fuck were you though? Like, everyone goes through shit. Why is it only okay for you not to reach out? So it goes both ways. So don't even do that just for views and for content and to try to make me look bad. Do you know what I mean? Because you just look like you're reaching to me. Too bad others can't see it because people love to hate me. They just love it. Everyone's a liar, e.g. Furthermore, I don't have emotional energy right now to mend or worry about relationships that are just not really serving me any purpose right now. So, I probably need to do a cleansing of that in all areas. Well, Angie, that's another thing. They were out of desperation. I kind of understand that. But then, out of desperation, but then going and making an account, Salty Shannon, and then trying to, like, be a fucking FFG by making up bullshit about, like, 20 years ago things? Is that desperation? Yes, but not of the kind that's honorable. That's clout desperation, not fucking I care about my fucking best friend desperation. I don't think the solution to my change is just simply fresh juice and just eating healthier, going for walks. It's not just more discipline. The discipline, yes, I need more discipline, for sure. But there's also a lot more going on because I keep cycling the same shit, And yeah, I think, like, what the hell? Going to therapy, I really do need this. Sarah Jane, just opening up and talking about things scares me about therapy, like... Not dealing with things that I know what they're gonna say, and it's just like I don't want to hear it, or hi Vivian, it's like uncomfortable, and gives me anxiety. Other than that, I'm not sure what I'm afraid of, but I feel like a fearful response in my body when I think of it. I guess it just bothered me a bit that, okay, here's the truth. I think one of the things that bothers me is I'm suffering inside but putting a happy face on. Especially around him, and that the thumbs down is a good point. Like, my videos get so much thumbs down, and a lot of it is because of this whole mess with him and everything I've talked about, and how I'm trying to avoid talking about my side or downplay everything because I want to be with him and try to reverse his image. So I'm putting all this emotional energy into him and rebuilding his image and a career for him on YouTube. He says it's for us, but I'm not sure. But do you know what I mean? And then I was like, wow, like, I feel like people like him more than me now. And it's like, and meanwhile, I'm left with, like, my truth invalidated, everything I went through just downplayed, and I'm left with this, like, emotional trauma by myself. And that bothers me, actually, a little bit, And that's the problem, like, I don't want to not be fair to him either, because I don't want to, I like to be open on my channel. I've decided that I want to go eat that tub of cheese. But I've decided I really like being open and honest about how I'm feeling. And as long as I'm in a relationship with him, that's always going to be a big part of my life. And he'll always not want me to talk about things. And I just feel like, and I don't blame him for that. I can understand, like, he wants all of the bad stuff blasted out and everything. I totally get it. That's not, But I can't do back and forth with I do it with everything in my fucking life. Like, everything in my life has a cycle. Food, this relationship, everything. So I have to either decide, and that's what I've been trying to do, the cycle with the relationship, as people put it. And it's just like, I'm not okay. Okay, I'm okay. I want this to work, so I'm gonna, but then I'm not okay. So it's just like a constant cycle of, like, stuff. You feel like you are still suffering the consequences of what happened between you two, but he hasn't really. He's now becoming successful. While your channel gets hate, you think it's not fair. Yeah, that's like, Jen, that's like exactly how I feel. So what do you guys think I can do to change my channel reputation? Oh my god, the Biscoff butter's here.
Hi, I'm here.
Do you want me to give you a noogie? Right on your bald spot? You and her. You and her. We're just a bunch. Somebody in the comments was like, holy shit, you live in a bald house. Oh! Wait. Ow! Can you help me?
What?
I try to put this back, but this gets in the way. Wait, maybe I should wash it first. What is that, hair dye? This is hair dye. Or is it hair fibers? If it's hair fibers, let me try something.
Rub it on the back of your head to see if it comes off.
It's hair dye. It smells like hair dye. When I was dyeing my hair, I must have accidentally forgot about... Yeah. It's hair dye. Charlie Gold is gonna take your man. Sure.
She can have him. I don't care who knows that I don't like that guy.
Pizza's pissed.
Charlie, feel free to steal him, but then dump his ass real quick.
Pizza!
I don't like you either, Charlie, but you still deserve better than that guy.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
I'm gonna invest in like Moxie Lash and shit because these lashes are like, none of them match. Look at how you put in. Beauty bite! Greasy, toasted, steamed hot dog. Okay, I didn't do a good job at telling any truth. Right? Because obviously you guys are still confused about it. What's another word? Gaslight. I can't fucking stand it. Gaslight, narcissist, agoral, Shurjan. What other ones? I just want to... Listen, here we go. It's one thing for her to call Nader, but to come on the internet and join in with Chantal's haters is another. I actually heard her making fun of Chantal buying the weekend tickets with FFG. She's been a complete piece of shit and lying about me, about lying about the past to try to dig up things to try to fucking, you know what I mean, for clout. She's a piece of shit friend, and I'll never be her friend again. Ever. Shannon, you know what? I'm gonna do a fucking video reaming her the fuck out for everything she said and did. You think you're a fucking angel, Shannon? Calling your mother a cunt? The first time I met her. You fucking cunt, go buy my friend cigarettes, and don't deny it, everyone who knows Shannon. She calls her mom a cunt, she calls her mom a fucking bitch. She's thrown things at her mom. I can go there. Don't forget, I've known you too for 20 years. So don't you even fucking fuck with me. I'm like on the verge of fucking, like, honestly, I think it's probably healthier for me not to do live streams right now. And FFG, you look stupid siding with somebody just because you're desperate for her. Any tea she might potentially... What kind of tea? From fucking 1800 years ago? Ooh, how riveting, how hot. How fucking cold is that tea? That tea is icicles by now. It's called fucking iced tea. Yeah, I did have an abortion. I'll admit it. I don't care. I'm not anti-abortion, so I'm pro-choice. I'm just saying, judging people on what they do fucking 20 years ago, unless it's like, you know, something really, really horrible. What's the point? Everyone has skeletons. Everyone has a past. Your point is moot. I mean, like, you're just, like, there's no relevancy. Why bring up things that are irrelevant? Like, is this like a character building thing? Or you're gonna try to say that people, you know, can't be different people or grow as people? Or, I mean, are you the same person you were 20 years ago? And, yeah, any reaction channel who has the nerve to say that, he's just trying to take advantage of me and use me, that's exactly what you're doing. So shut up. I'll see you guys after. Bye. Bye! So it started with little red flags, like me having to sneak out of the house. Little things I suspected him of lying about, but I don't have proof, or just like, mostly just the really possessive stuff. And actually then like the red flags that really, like it started escalating to him getting just like mad over like really stupid things, or just saying really inappropriate sexual things, or being really rough during sex, or I don't know, like little things like that, you know? He got mad at me like for something during sex, and it was like something really stupid that I didn't feel comfortable doing, like a position or something, and I don't know, anyway, and just like shoved me, like he like punched my arm or something. And then like I was like, what, did he like actually like punch my arm, like really? And I was like, no, he didn't punch me, it was just like an accident. And that's what he like touted it off to be, kind of thing. Oh, another red flag, he would always fucking, everything is always my fault, like he would always blame me for like everything, like. So I went over, I bought like 7 grams of Coke, and we did like several grams by then. And he, like, oh my god, he just became like a different person. Like his eyes just became like black. Like, he would always say things like, don't let me do more than a few lines. I'm telling you, if you do, you know, I know I'm bad on Coke or whatever. But I feel like I'm not responsible for you. Like, he plays this stupid fucking gambling game, so I sent him money like for us to play. And he like lost a whole bunch of money, and just like he was getting so fucking mad and like nasty and just like in my face, like really close. And I thought like, oh my god, is he gonna hit me? And then we went upstairs and we had sex. And then I was like, I want to go home. I told you not to piss me off. You don't listen, like just flipping out. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like something like he grabbed my face really hard and was like pinching it. And I didn't know like what to do. Like I was like scared. Then he like flicked his cigarette at me. And then like I felt like something like hard in my face. I didn't see him hit me, but like I feel like punched me in the arms a bunch of times. And he hid my phone. So I actually like snuck out when he fell asleep, and I left my phone there. And I came home, I used Pete's phone. I said I needed to message my mom. I messaged my mom. I hate to say, like you guys are right about, like, the worst part is that he blamed it on me after. Why did you hurt me? Why did you make me hurt you, kind of thing. And yes, the coke has been bad. He actually hasn't hit me since then, but we have had really bad fights where there has been aggression. Like, there's still a lot of signs of aggression. He was like aggressive here. I think that's why he never kicked BBJ, but I think that's why BBJ is afraid, because he's more, you know, like he has anger problems. So I feel like this is gonna kill me. Like the stress, like my breathing and like the chest pain has just been like worse and worse these past few months. And I just made breakfast. Was it yesterday morning? I was on the couch and I wasn't like paying attention to him for like 5 minutes, and he was like fucking like mad pacing. Like he paces around when he's mad, and he was like, I made this breakfast for you. You're not, like, I do things for us. You do things for you. And I'm like, I was checking my messages for like 5 minutes. Like, I don't have a breath. Like, even like if I'm on my phone, like, what are you doing on your phone? Like I posted on my Instagram, would say things like, no man will accept you. Just like yesterday I was like so like in love, like sure I was so in love with him and everything, but like I get, after a couple days, I just get so burnt out. Like every time he coughed, I wanted to punch him. Sorry, I had to get that out there, but like one time we were like playing around, but he was like getting really like rough playing. Like he would like, he knows I'm claustrophobic, so he would like headlock me or like restrain me, and I was like, let go. I'm like, seriously, let go, I'm gonna flip out. Like stuff like that. Like, and that's why I pretended to lose the wallet and everything, because like he like yelled at me like that morning for something, that I was gonna give the rent money to him, and I was like, you know what, fuck you. Fuck, I must be such a friggin' spectacle. It's so like, it's hard for me to feel happy, like I said, for his success, because I know that, do you know what I mean? When I know that, like, how I still feel about everything. One time I was like going, and I was down almost at my car, and he's like, where are you going? I was like, oh my god. And I actually went back in. What?
That's some strong weed.
You can smell it, Feet?
Yeah, it smells good in my room.
I'm gonna smoke outside.
It's weird. It doesn't normally get under my door.
It's some dank stuff. And even up until this point, I was thinking about it. Maybe if we get a house together, because he was sending me links for houses. Like, he wants to hurry and move in together. I had a burn from the cigarette. I had a nosebleed. Actually, I got in a car accident. I was driving with him and I was bawling, distraught, because that was the day he was here and he was being really aggressive. I was driving him back home. Like, I'm like, let's go right now. Like, I just ran out of my house. He was like raging around, and then he got in the car and he's like, I'm not going home. I'm like, you're going home. I'm like, I'm gonna call the cops. And that's when he made that comment about call the cops, I wanna see you call the cops. He was like, where's the lighter? And I was like looking at my purse for the lighter, and then like the car ahead of me, I didn't stop in time, and I hit her. And I was bawling, and she must have felt bad for me, and she was like, it's okay. Like, my dad would yell a lot at me, or, you know, like I've had men like in my life that were like, there are like naked videos, like there are sex videos, because I caught him like recording without me knowing about it once. So I just kind of like, well, it's kind of sexy, you know. Why are you telling now? Because his channel's taking off. Yeah, because I don't feel like helping him. No, I don't. I've been like silently suffering through this like extreme stress. Like, I'm classic too. I thought he would change. Ew. Sorry. He didn't want me to help Pete's mom. He's like, you picked Pete's, or because I was gonna be a few hours. You didn't tell me you were gonna be that long. Why are you helping Pete and his mom? There's something weird going on there. Like, just like anytime I want to help anybody other than him, he gets mad. I tested him. I made an account. put like a fake cute picture of a girl. I made like a pretty convincing account, said I was from like Gatineau, blah blah blah. And I was like, hey, I want to hook up, and he said I have a girlfriend. So that made me feel like, oh, you know, like little things like that. He would ask like things like, want to do porn, or like want to do like threesome, or I don't want to contact the police. Doesn't sleep more than like 2 hours or 3 hours, and I'm just like, never sits down, just always singing in Arabic, playing loud Arabic music, or coughing, or just like, fuck, or smoking. It's really gonna sink in, I think, like Jabba said, and I'm gonna loathe myself and him for doing it. I was crying after he grabbed my face. I was like, you like that? And then he like, I felt like, just like, he hit me in my face like so hard that I just like, I like fell back, and like, I saw like stars or something. And then after like he hit me on the arm a bunch of times, like punched me in the arm, like I felt like, I was like crying, and then I felt like blood. And he's like, no, you had a nosebleed before that. Maybe from like the coke, I don't know. I had sex with him after that. Oh my god, every time we have a fight, it's like torture. Pretty much him like just berating me, like pacing around, berating me. And he's very smart. How smart he is actually scares me. I've never ever met somebody like him. I know it looks that way, but I'm actually like, everything I do doesn't have any like planning. Like, I do everything on a whim. Everything. It's actually a problem. My family hates him. You guys hate him. And you make me feel guilty about that. Like, it's because of you. Like, you, that they talk about me. You ruined my fucking life. You fucked me over worse than, like, Delphine or whatever. How am I gonna go back? Like, after all this, like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna hate my guts, too. And I hate going to that part of town, like, in the house. It's just very, like, white trash part of town. Like, white trash isn't about class. There are people, poor people, who are very, still, you know, have, like, their dignity and, like, grace about them. White trash is a state of mind. It's not about him being popular. I don't know how you guys think it is, but I've seen the comments. She can't handle it, she's gonna be jealous. More of a bitterness. Because I've seen a side of him that he's trying to make people not see. No, he wouldn't be able to access it, Gail, with a ladder. It's really high. He'd have to go up the ladder to this balcony on the first level, then up, like, to the one up there. And there's netting. He wouldn't be able to get in through my window. His probation officer was on speaker once, and he was like, who's heard me laughing, he's like, is that a woman in the background? And he was like, kind of sounded concerned that there was a woman there. He was like, does she know about, like, Delphine? And I was like, that's when I was like, who's that? But I didn't say anything, because I kind of didn't want to know. Like, I just wanted to live in denial because I was having fun. And I shouldn't slick his hair back. I like his hair like that. See? Like, I can't help it. Maybe just the way he'll say, like, hey, you know, like the way he'll talk to me. Like, it's just reminds me of, like, any man who's ever yelled at me in my life. It just, like, makes me feel bad. Bye. Bye, guys. A total eclipse of the farts.